Let me record it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to MBA Unfiltered. My name is Akash Shinde. Today we have Rahul Kumar with us. We are going to have a candid conversation with Rahul and we'll ask him interview process regarding SIIB. So Rahul, welcome back to our channel. How are you?
Hi, sir.
Okay. So Rahul, please tell me about yourself to the audience so that they'll
Sir,
know about your profile.
I'm Rahul Tharwar. I'm Rahul Kumar. I'm BMS graduate from University of Delhi, and I'm from a 2016 batch. I cleared my college in 2021, and after this, I worked for a 2 year as a as in a small business that was opened by my friend, and so I don't have a proper documented evidence regarding that, but I converted the SIIB Pune because of some question, and I thought this is the one major question that convert my entire interview. So that's all from my side.
Yeah. Okay. So Rahul, I just wanted to know that since how you got to know about MBA examinations, since you are, I believe that you came from a tier 2 or tier 3 city, right? So
Okay,
understanding
sir,
and
I'm from Delhi.
yeah, okay, okay.
Okay.
So Rahul, I wanted to understand, how do you got to know about MBA examinations for you?
Okay. So, sir, I did my bachelor's in management studies. So, in my college time, I am very well aware about the MBA course. We don't have any other option after BMS. So, there is the two option available in the market. The first one is the MBA, and the second one, Master in Management Studies. So, we already have the two options, and the MBA is the one of the best option course if you want to do the MIS. So, you have to prefer the abroad university, and it is a very hard process to get. So, I am really interested in MBA since my first years.
Okay, that's quite interesting. So
Okay.
Rahul, I wanted to understand, could you elaborate more about your work experience?
Okay. So, sir, after my graduation, my friend start a trading business in which we are dealing in the home decor items. So mainly like you have seen many places in many hotels that there is a idols and kind of a showpiece. So we are mainly dealing in the that particular segment. So our majorly business come from the wholesale market. So our all the main dealers are based on the offline basis. So we don't have a proper documentation regarding this. But I learn a lot of things from that business. In that business, I learned how to manage the human resource and how to manage your operation and marketing skills. Because if you don't manage these all the major part, then you don't survive in the market because right now market is a very competitive market or there is a lots of other competitors who offer the same product in a very lesser amount or in a very lesser amount, so that is very hard to survive in that market. So you have to learn a lot of things from your startup. So literally after 2 years I run those startup for 2 years, but after 2 years I have to shut down that startup. So at that very moment I decided that there is a lack in my knowledge, so I have to pursue MBA. That's also
Okay. So Rahul, I wanted to understand. We'll ask you
okay.
regarding SIIB, right? Since you cracked that
Okay.
college, could you elaborate more about the interview process? What kind of questions that were asked? How many professors were there? Are the professor grilling a lot? How many people were there? Also, could you elaborate more about the GD, which is GPI process, right? Where,
Okay.
GPI is quite different from GDPI for Symbiosis Institute. So could you shed some light on it?
So I think GPI and the GDPI is a quite similar process because in those both the process you don't have anything difference between them because I think these both are the same process. So in my GDPI session, I have attended three GDPI of both the Symbiosis colleges. So in GDPI, they can simply give you a task and there is the best size of 12 to 15 persons. Okay. And in which they give you ample time to explain your points and elaborate everything that you know regarding that point. So I think my GD is very smooth because in one of my GD, they give you that point that how you can enable the medical service with the use of AI, and the other GDPI in which they give you the point like how can you change the market scenario with the use of AI. So if you have the any recent point or if you learn the from the daily newspaper, so you can have a multiple point, then you can easily explain that what your thought regarding the AI and how can you change the medical field or advance the medical field regarding the use of AI system. So I think GDPI process and the GD is the very smooth. They don't give you anything and simply give you the ample time to convey your entire point. So every candidate have minimum one minute to 1.5 minutes. So everyone can get their chance, and I get the two time. I enter the two time, and I simply present my point, and I simply oppose the actual point. So for my actual strategy for the GDI is to like there is the any point. So majority of the person that follow that point and they give their point regarding the like they support the point. So if I found that the majorly person support that point, so I simply oppose that point and give a proper explanation regarding that why I oppose that point. So I think I get the major point because of that strategy.
Okay, okay, that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
so Rahul, uh, now you move into the interview part of it, right? So
Yes, sir.
could you explain what kind of question that we asked to the students?
Okay. Sir, in I have given the three Symbiosis interview in the SIBM Bangalore interview. There is a director in the interview session, and there is a two other teachers that they are in the age of 40s, and they are quite familiar with the quite simple, and they do not grill the student. They simply ask the question, and if you don't know the answer, so they give you the ample time to think and then represent your answer. So I thought my SIIB interview is the one of the most interesting interview. So in which they simply ask about your previous academics and what is your experience that you are having. And the third, I think they simply ask me the one question, and I think the one major question that changed my entire interview is that they ask you that if you have the 1000 employees, okay, and you want investment from the investor, but if you give the salary to your 1000 employees, so your balance sheet will show the lesser amount to the actual amount, so investor don't give you the investment. So you have to manipulate your balance sheet, otherwise you don't get the investment, and that is the very crucial moment for your company to survival. If you don't get the investment, you don't survive in the market. So they simply want your thought regarding that point, and I simply explain them that I can firstly pay the salary of my employees. Otherwise, if I don't pay the salary to my employees and I get the investment, then I lost the loyalty of my employers, then how will I serve them? Or how will they serve me and how will they serve to my business? So it is really hard to me to survive in the market if I don't get loyal employers. So I simply give the answer that I can simply pay the amount of the salary to my employees, and then after some time I have a very good financial record, so I after 6 months or 1 year I can easily get the investment. So I thought this one single answer that changed my entire interview, and I get a very good marks in the GDPI process in SIIB Pune interview.
Yeah. What was your GDPI score, Rahul?
So in my SIIB I get the 38 marks in 50, out of 50.
Oh, that's quite interesting. So, Rahul, I wanted to
Yes, sir.
understand, yeah, what kind of technical and behavioral question that were asked to you during the SIB interview process?
So technical, they simply wants to check in SIBM Bangalore. I simply said that I want to pursue CFA along with the MBA. So when I give that answer, they simply ask regarding the some financial terms and some of the RBI policy like monetary policy and somehow our rupee continuously dropping their actual value. So how can you control the market, or how can you stable the rupee price? This kind of question, and they don't drill you. If you are chill and you don't have any kind of pressure, you can simply easily crack the interview of SIIB or any college of Symbiosis, because I have experience of four interview and they both are literally great. So because they don't bill you, they simply ask the question. First, they simply ask you about your academics, that what you have done in your academics. Then the second one, they ask you the question regarding your experience. And the third, they simply wants to know your behavior, that how can you make decision in a very difficult situation. So they give you any kind of task like, Rahul, we have a company and we are a CEO, you are the CEO of any company and you have to give the bribery. So what is your thought, and you what kind of process you are going through at that particular drilling time of moment? So they simply know your behavioral
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, so Rahul, I wanted to understand how you molded yourself according to different colleges. Let's say as SIB known for international business, SIBM is known for banking and finance, sometimes marketing. If you go into SCIT, it's kind of a college which mainly deals with IT business management. So how you molded your answers during the interviews?
So seriously, I didn't even prepare for any of the interview because when I get a very bad marks in my CAT score, so I simply take the Symbiosis as a backup option. And literally at that moment, I literally don't interested in the Symbiosis college because at in February I have a SRCC GB exam, so I prepare for the GB exam, and I don't even prepare for the any of the Symbiosis college, but I I regularly read the newspaper and the lots of current affairs news. And I go through my previous years of academics because I don't have the time and I graduate in the 2021. So literally I don't know anything about my bachelor's. So I simply cover those points that those are the basic point. Like I cover the marketing, I cover the finance, and cover the HR's basic. And the major part is I cover from the Hindu newspaper and the current affairs that are running on the market. That's all.
Okay. Okay, that's quite interesting. So Rahul, how do you got to know about MBA Unfiltered and how you connected to us and how our community has helped you out during the journey?
After SSCC GBO program, I thought first this is my last option because Symbiosis charge you approximately 25 lakhs of fees and SRCC charge you approximately 3.2 lakhs of fees. I thought SRCC is a more reliable option for me. So after give the exam, when they release the mark sheet, so I calculate that marks and I can simply I have the marks that easily fall in the cutoff range. So I search for some of the interview coachings. Then at that moment I find your video in the YouTube and I thought you are very helping. That's why I know about your company and
Yeah,
your institution.
thank you so much, Rahul, for connecting with us. What's your last piece of advice to the people who are aspiring for Symbiosis Institute that this thing that they should follow and crack the B school?
Sir, before Symbiosis, I give a lots of interview and every time I blunder on in all the interview because I nervous a lot. And I don't know why every candidate nervous in the interview. And it is quite a normal thing that everyone has some kind of issues in the interview. So you have to be very clear and you have to be confident. That's all. This is the main key to crack the interview. You don't have to show them your bad part of the life because in the interview just get a 15 or 20 minutes. So you have to show them. You have to just show them your best to best at what you earn in the life. Because I don't have the good academics. I have a 7 CGPA in 10th and kind similar in the 12th and the graduation. So I simply explain them that I am not that Rahul who get the bad scores in their academic. Right now, I change my entire life because I want to do something good in life. That's why I change my entire scenario. So you just have to present your best part of the life because they don't interested in your bad things that you then what did you did in your past. So they are not interested at all. You just have to give your best and explain them why you want to do the MBA. You just have to clear with this one question that why you want to do the MBA. Because I did my bachelor's, I have my father has the leather garment business, so I have to done my MBA, and then I have a dream that I did it. After MBA, I have to pursue. I have to pursue CFA, and after that, I want to join a research equity research analytics as a equity research analyst in a firm. So I think you just have to be very clear that why you want to do the MBA. If you get the answer of this question, then you can simply crack the MBA interview.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rahul, for connecting with us and sharing the nuances. I hope this interview experience will definitely handy for the students who are aspiring for the Symbiosis Institutes. Again, thank you so much for connecting with us. Yeah.